Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deeper Conversations. I am Dr. Barbara Swinney, your life and holistic leadership coach and coach trainer, host of Deeper Conversations with Dr. Barbara Swinney, and founder and CEO of Deeper Women Lead Global, a platform established for women in leadership to heal, lead, and leverage their stories and strategies for life, love, and leadership. And Deeper Conversations is just another space, just another place where women come to heal, lead, and leverage in their business, leverage in their lives, leverage in their love, leverage in their leadership. I'm so excited to be on this screen, to be on this platform with Miss Rita Carter, who's a breakthrough coach, and you're going to hear all about her in just a second. But before we jump in, I wanted to tell you that you can meet Miss Rita Carter at Deeper Women Speak Atlanta. It's just 30 days away, guys. April 19th and April 20th, she will be making her way from Detroit, Michigan, here to Atlanta to grace the stage once again as a speaker at Deeper Women Speak. She is a co-author in volume 2 of our anthology series, which is Deeper Women Teach, Stories and Strategies for Life, Love, and Leadership from Women Who Lead. And I'm so happy that she's remaining connected to this platform. So if you're interested, after all of the powerful things that she has to say, you can hear them in person at Deeper Women Speak Atlanta on April 19th and 20th. Go to deeperwomenleadglobal.org and register for this conference. Now, I just gave you a mouthful. Now, I'm going to turn it over to the woman of these next few minutes, Miss Rita Carter. Rita, welcome to the platform. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Why don't you give the people some insight as to who Rita is?
Thank you so much for having me tonight. My name is Rita, and I am the breakthrough coach. I started this journey helping women break through the barriers in their relationship. But as we started to dig deep, keyword, as we started to dig deep, I noticed that they had a lot of things that they had to break through in their own lives individually. So before you get the best life from within your relationship, you have to be whole, you have to be healed, you have to be complete. You can't give part of you to your spouse. So you have to be whole. And so I started this journey breaking through relationship barriers and breaking through barriers within the life itself. So
I love it, Rita. Rita, so we all have these pivotal moments. These moments that get us to the breakthrough. And sometimes before we can get the breakthrough, we have to break down. Absolutely. Rita, can you share with this audience some of those pivotal moments in your life? And oftentimes the breakthrough comes after a series of breakdowns. There are, several moments on our journey where we break down, things just fall apart. But what we don't understand is they're really falling into place. So Rita, what are some of those things that you can share with our audience, with our women, areas where you broke down before you were able to break through?
Absolutely. So I have so many. So, and I know we don't have all night, but I can share with you one particular experience that I had in my life was a breakthrough that I needed in my marriage. My husband and I, on the outside looking in, we had the perfect marriage. We went to school and we bought our house and we did things the right way and had a beautiful wedding. But behind the scenes, there was a lot of fractured pieces. And so we were living this life, living this dream, but in reality, we were not. And I had a lot of stuff that I brought into the marriage. He had a lot of baggage that he brought into the marriage. And we didn't realize it. We didn't realize it until we hit a brick wall. And I found myself, don't know how I got there. I found myself on the floor in my closet one night, crying out, not knowing how I got on the floor, but I said, I need a change. Lord, I don't know what to do, where to go. I know you know. You know why I'm here on this floor crying out. I need you. And before I can get where I needed to be as a wife, I needed to be where I needed to be where God has placed for me to be as a woman, as a child of God, as an individual. I can't give myself to my husband until I give myself to Christ fully, 100%. Give myself to Christ, give myself to myself. I need to be important. I need to be a priority as well before I can have that successful marriage in my life. And so that's where my journey started. And to be quite candid with you, it was infidelity.
Mm,
It was
mm.
infidelity that broke me way down. And I
Yeah,
said, you do things the right way. You pray, you go to church, you fast. You know,
yes,
I'm a beautiful, wife. I cook, I clean. I'm a professional, right? I have
yes,
a
yes.
career. I did all the right things, and it
Mhm.
wasn't enough. So
Mm,
I
mm.
had a lot of baggage that I had to dig deep. And when I realized, and we went to counseling, a lot of my baggage had nothing to do with my husband.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing to do with him. A lot of the baggage he carried into the marriage had
Mhm.
nothing to do with me. And
That's
so
good.
that's when we started to do the work. In order to have a healthy relationship, me, we need
Mhm.
to be healthy on the inside.
That's good, Rita. Thank you so much for sharing that, Rita. That is so good. What courage it takes even to share your story. I went through something similar, and you have to peel away all of the pride and just be vulnerable to the process. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for the courage that you're displaying even in this moment in sharing that story. So let me ask you this, Rita. What it has prompted you to begin telling your story out loud? Because we live this story and we embody, embrace this story, but it takes us a little while sometimes
Mhm.
to start sharing the story out loud, being bold with our story. Why now?
I think so. I've been coaching for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, it took for me to look in the mirror and
Mm-hmm.
ask myself, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't answer that question. Um, Everything that I answered was, I'm a wife, I'm a leader, I'm a mother. I was all of these other things to these other
Mm-hmm.
people, but who am I at the core?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I started my journey, really trying to understand who Rita is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a people pleaser. I would like to say I'm a recovering people
Yes.
pleaser.
Yeah.
I always strive to please everybody else, to do for everybody else. And Rita always found herself on the back burner. That's not
Mm-hmm.
where I wanted to be, where I desired
Mm-hmm.
to be, but that's where I ended up. So it
Mm-hmm.
was important for me to really do the work. And in order for me to have healthy relationships around me, in order for me to truly grow in my career, to have my business and have it prosper, I really needed to be rooted and grounded. And I
Mm-hmm.
strongly believe that when God is getting ready to shift in your life, He allows things to happen where
Yeah,
you have no choice but to fall back on Him.
that's
Like,
good.
every door seems like it's closed,
Yeah.
every answer seems to be no, everything seems to be going wrong, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not going wrong, it's going right.
Yes, that's good. That's good. That's good, Rita. I love that. You talked about your in the closet moment.
Mhm.
And I was literally in my closet when I had my moment. So to hear you say that, that really resonated with me. Man, those in the closet moments that you have when everything that you thought was isn't, when you start to deconstruct and you start to doubt everything that you believed, and you said that you asked yourself a pivotal question, and that question was, who am I? And I found that when you're going through that deconstruction, when you are coming from one level of awareness to the other, there are really five questions that everybody often faced. And that's, who am I? Where am I from? What are my gifts? What do I value? And who do I serve? Rita,
Mhm.
as you've been going through this process of healing and leading and now leveraging the Deeper Women Lead Global platform, which of those questions have you most recently contemplated, and why? Why are you grappling with it?
Interesting. So I went through the journey of who am I. I know without a shadow of a doubt who I serve.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Um, where do I come from? That was
mm-hmm.
part of my healing journey as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I come from a family where I had a distant, emotionally distant father.
Mm.
He was physically available, but
Mm-hmm.
emotionally he was not. And I didn't realize then how much of a toll that took on my life and how that transpired some of the decisions that I made in my life, how I took that with me into my marriage, into some of
Mm-hmm.
my relationships, not feeling worthy. I had to do the work to realize that my father's own insecurities and his decisions had no reflection on my worth.
Mm-hmm.
I had to
Mm-hmm.
take my power back.
That's good.
I
That's good.
hung my power on my father, and it
Mm-hmm.
kind of transitioned throughout my life into currently today. And so, as I continue to evolve, what I've learned is that as I take this journey, as I'm helping women, I'm helping myself.
Mm-hmm. That's
I'm
good.
helping them to get to their destination. But I notice an evolution within my journey as I continue
Mm-hmm.
to help others. And I think that is something that I struggle with because as I get off the phone or I come from a meeting, I'm like, oh, that hit me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you start to reflect and think about it. So yes, I help the next person, but it also helps me to become more self-aware of who I am, where I'm at, and where I'm headed. So I
That's
think
good.
that's a question that resonates with me well.
That's good. Rita, a lot of times, by the time women make it to this platform or make it to your platform, um, they know they want something different, but they really don't know what that difference is or the role that they play in getting the thing that's different. How do you help them to break through to the difference that they're seeking?
So it's interesting because I first want to, when I meet with my clients, I want to acknowledge the fact of where they want to go. Where do you see yourself? What's
Mm-hmm.
what's your destination, right? And what do you think is holding you back from getting there? What I think some people fail to realize, and I have in my own journey, is that sometimes when God shifts and takes you to certain destinations, you can't take everybody with you,
Oh, that's good.
right? And
That's
so
good.
it's important that as you evolve and you become more self-aware,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes some people and some things and situations are seasonal,
Yeah, that's
right?
good.
They're not lifelong. And so
Mm-hmm.
as you evolve, some things you have to let fly by the wayside. Some people you may have to say goodbye to. No hurt, harm, or danger. No, you wish them the best of luck. But
Mm-hmm.
that was a season of my life. And
That's good.
everybody has seasons, and sometimes they're not lifelong. And that was something that I had to struggle, I had to deal with, that not every relationship in my life is going to be lifelong.
That's good.
But
That's
during
good.
that season, I want to be able to serve that person. And hopefully I can get something in return, right? That
Yeah. Yeah.
reciprocity, right?
That's good.
But I'm hoping that I could be a blessing to that person within that season so I can learn from it and grow from it and move to my next season. And so that's where I start with my clients. Where do you want to go? And what do you think is holding you back from getting there? And
That's
are
good.
you ready to make those difficult decisions? Growth is uncomfortable.
That's good. That's
Growth is
good.
uncomfortable. So have you ever had some too small shoes on or some pointy toe shoes? You know, them red bottom, they cute, but
Yeah.
they hurt your feet, right?
Yeah.
So, you want to wear them, but they're going to hurt your feet, right? Or
Right.
they're too
Right.
small. That growth, right? I mean, you feel good, you feel confident, but you can't really stay in that position too long because your
That's good.
foundation is not solid.
That's
Right.
good.
So you have to be able to release your foot from that shoe so you
Yeah.
can grow
Yeah.
and move and maneuver around. So if you think of it that way, I use analogies a lot. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable
That's good.
because
That's
the
good.
discomfort is where your growth begins.
That's good. Rita, this entire platform, Deeper Women Lead Global platform, is about healing, leading, and leveraging. And I said on one of the other episodes that there's a reason why the healing comes before the leveraging.
Yes.
Rita, you had to go through a deep healing process with acknowledging that you had been injured, with acknowledging that you had been the perpetrator as well, because sometimes we think we're spectators and we're the only ones that have been hurt by the process, but we've also been the offender at times. So as you've gone through that process, and I'm excited that you've connected with this platform, and now you're in your leverage. How are you leveraging, Rita?
Oh, listen, I am overjoyed at the space that I'm in, where God is shifting me. I didn't think so much pain could bring me so much joy.
That's
I
good.
didn't see it then. I didn't feel it then, but now I can talk about certain situations without going from 1 to 100, getting
That's good.
emotional and crying because I'm healed. I'm leveraging by sharing my story, by helping the next woman to overcome and to become the best version of themselves, whether they're in a relationship or not.
That's good.
I think, me leveraging, this is just the beginning. I am blessed that I had the opportunity to meet you and join this platform
Yes.
of other like-minded women that's striving to be the best version of themselves. As you mentioned before, I was a co-author in the book.
Yes.
I have my own book that's in draft. I'm also a co-author of another book that's coming out this spring. And so I am meeting so many women, so
Yes.
many people. I've been on so many stages in just a short amount of time. I am doing things that I never thought that I would do.
Yes. I love it. I'm privileged, honestly, Rita, to have you on this platform. I'm so excited that we've met. And tomorrow we get to see each other in person in Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't say earlier that Rita is a part of the Deeper Women League Global Ambassador Program, which is Deeper Women Leverage. And tomorrow we're going to be leveraging Detroit, Michigan, as we go to the Leadership Experience Tour. We're having a conference within a conference as we partner with our affiliates, Sean Fair and Shelly Fan Fan. I'm super excited about that. And as if that were not enough, Rita will be in Atlanta in April 19th and 20th for Deeper Women Speak Atlanta. She's going to be gracing the stage once again. It seems like Atlanta's kind of becoming another home for you, Rita. Well, we have a power packed weekend that weekend. We're opening with Deeper Women Speak. Actually, we're opening with our book launch. We're launching our first book, which is Deeper Women, not our first book, the third volume of Deeper Women Teach. So we are hosting a red carpet book launch at our opening night for Deeper Women Speak. And then we're also rolling out Deeper Men Speak. We're going to be featuring the men this weekend or that weekend, April 19th and April 20th. And then on the Saturday, you're going to be hearing from men and women from across the world at Deeper Women Speak. So make sure you go to deeperwomenleagueglobal.org, get your tickets. We will have a VIP affair on that Friday night. And then Saturday, you'll get to hear all of these amazing speakers. I'm just excited about what's happening. I'm excited about us all coming together. And Rita, when I started this whole process, I had no idea that I will be touching women from across the world, rubbing elbows with women from across the world. And I'm super excited and honored to be on this journey with you. And I know that after tonight and after this week and after April, people are going to want to get in touch with you. How can they get in touch with you?
Several different avenues to get in touch with me. My website is www.breakthroughready.com. My Instagram is Breakthrough with Rita. My Facebook is the same, Breakthrough with Rita. Feel free to reach out anytime. Send me a message. I have a newsletter going out. I have a lot of things that are going on in the pipeline. So I would love for people to reach out to me to stay connected and get involved.
All right, ladies, there you have it. Breakthrough with Rita, so you can go deeper. We'll see you in April 19th and 20th at Deeper Women Speak Atlanta. Be sure to go to deeperwomenleagueglobal.org and register today. We are having a VIP experience at our book launch. It's going to be amazing. And we're just going to be networking and celebrating each other, celebrating women. And then on that Saturday, you will hear at least 25 people speak from the stage. I'm super excited about everybody coming to Atlanta for the event. Go to deeperwomenleagueglobal.org and register. Rita, we're going to close out tonight. Is there anything that you want to say to the audience before we leave?
I just want to piggyback on deeper. You have to go deeper. I am an advocate. I believe wholeheartedly in prayer and fasting and going to church, but you need some counseling. If you need counseling, get a therapist.
That's right.
Go deeper. I have a therapist, I have a coach, and I have Jesus Christ. So if you got all that, you good to go. So go deeper.
Go deeper. Thank you so much, Rita, for spending this time with us, and I will see you in the green room.
Yes. Talk to you later.